It's July 13th. It's actually April 13th. It is April 13th here at the Chicago Cultural Center. This is Chicago Pinot. Trying to remember what month it is. Nora Favelukes is joining us, and she sponsored a lovely tasting here at the Cultural Center all about Argentinian wines. Say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Great tastings today. I just got the tail end.
Yes.
For those who've missed it, I want to do a little Argentina 101 for them.
Okay.
So let's start with, tell us a little about the climate in Argentina and what regions you grow most of your grapes.
Well, almost all the wine regions, as you can see, are at the foothills of the Andean mountain range. Mendoza is the California of Argentina.
Okay.
Over 70% of the wine produced in Argentina comes from Mendoza. But today, we had wines from Salta, we had wines from La Rioja, from San Juan, from Mendoza, and from Neuquén.
Excellent.
That's Patagonia.
Now, are a lot of these wines new to the Chicago market?
Many of them are. Actually, there are 11 wineries that are seeking importers in the U.S.
Okay.
And this tasting, I'm hosting it, but it's sponsored by the Council of Federal Investment. And that's something totally new and different in Argentina. It's a federal agency that the board members is the only federal agency. The board members are the governors of each of the provinces. And their goal is to promote exports of Argentina.
So all the different provinces and AVAs, y'all pretty much get along with each other?
Oh yes, they have to. Actually, Mendoza, as California, is the one who went forward and opened the doors. But today we have wines from different provinces, and they're taking advantage of the road opened by Mendoza.
Excellent. And what grapes is Mendoza best known for?
Definitely Malbec. We have great Sauvignon Blancs and great Chardonnays, and Bonardas. Have you ever heard of Bonardas?
I have. I've had a few Bonardas. Can you tell us a little about just the history of Malbec, how it ended up in Argentina, on the long journey from Cahors in France?
Yes, it actually came in 1872 with the botanist Mr. Michel Boucher. He brought it to Argentina in 1872. Since then, a friend of mine, he made a DNA study. In Argentina, we have 22 clones of Malbec. And what is interesting, that is a total different feature for Malbec in Argentina compared to Malbec in France. The clusters of Malbec in France, they are big, the grapes are big,
okay.
The skins are hard, and the tannins are harsh. The Malbec in Argentina is totally opposite. You have the bunches are small, the grapes are small, the skin is soft, and the tannins are sweet.
Okay.
That's why you can have a very young Malbec from Argentina that tastes delicious.
Yeah, I love Malbec. I've had many of them. What are some other grapes that Argentina is very well cultivated for?
Well, Torrontés. Did you have any Torrontés today?
I had one or two on my way in.
And?
They're very spicy and floral and kind of exotic.
Yes. We can say that Torrontés is indigenous of Argentina because it is a hybrid of Moscato de Alexandria and Criolla.
Okay.
What we call Criolla, you call Mission.
Okay.
In America. So, and Moscato de Alexandria is a Muscat, so it has a lot of similarities like Gewürztraminer.
Okay. One thing I noticed is that there were a lot of 09 vintages here. So
yes.
Are we kind of like the first ones to get your wines here in North America?
No, because 09s, we are in the southern hemisphere. So our harvest was done in March of 2008 of 2009.
Ah.
So our first 09 vintages, wines, they started to come to the market in November, December, January. Yes. So we are 6 months ahead, vintage-wise, than the northern hemisphere.
Can you give us a sneak preview of what the next vintage will be like?
Well, I think it's going to be very interesting to taste the new vintages. It was overall a very nice
Okay.
Almost it's the same. We don't irrigate. We don't have to spray the vineyards with the vines with any chemicals. So it's a very healthy. What is happening every year, and it's so wonderful when you have these opportunities to taste all these wines, is that there is a tremendous change of quality of the wine year after year. There is a new knowledge of vineyard management, of technology, and a new openness from the producers to the world. And they're starting, and there is a drive to make better wines every year after year.
And does it follow that it's a little easier to crack, individual North American markets every year?
Well, now Argentina, we are the darling. We are. I've been selling Argentine wines for a long, long time in America, and I was selling when nobody knew that Argentina was even producing wines. So I'm enjoying the wonderful times that we're having. Argentine wines grew from 2006 to 2009 close to 140%. That's unheard of. The next country that had that growth was New Zealand, and it was 30%. So if you're talking about that, I think that it's wonderful to see that the producers from Argentina have really increased the quality and increased the offer. The price-quality ratio of Argentine wines is superb. But at the same time, American consumers have become much more open, and they are embracing Argentine wines. So I find like two waves that are coming together and embracing each other. It's wonderful.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the Chicago Pinot blog and podcast.
Yes.
I look forward to tasting more of your wines.
Please.
And please, hope to see you back in Chicago for another tasting
I
soon.
hope so. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Perfect.